Lagos State government asked teachers to upskill, embrace artificial intelligence. Federal government commences emergency petrol supply. And the foreign scene, United States accuses Russia of using chemical weapons in Ukraine war. And in sport, West African champions Matthew Kuti and Hope Udoaka move up in latest table tennis rankings. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. The Lagos State government has urged teachers to brace up, update their skills and embrace artificial intelligence to be well equipped for future challenges. Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Tolani Balogun, gave the advice at the 18th Annual Merit Award organized by the Lagos State Education District 2. The recognition and awards of excellence was bestowed on teaching and non-teaching staff of the district for their excellent performance and dedication to duty. Tolani Balogun identifies the need for students to be trained and repositioned to compete with their counterparts across the globe and be ready for the emerging world. Earlier in her welcome address, the Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, Education District 2, Anike Adekoye, said the district has continually raised the bar of performance towards achieving the Themes Plus agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration for giving it a conducive environment for learning, and that is why the teachers are being celebrated. Lagos State Ministry of Justice is set to hold a Justice Reform Summit themed Enhancing the Administration of Justice for Economic Growth, Investment Protection and Security in Lagos State. A statement signed by the Solicitor General and Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Justice, Titilayo Shitabe Jeje, said the summit is scheduled to hold on the 27th and 28th May, with the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, as the chief host. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, the chairman, while the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, is a special guest of honor. Shitabe Jeje stated that the Lagos State government, for its various landmarks and innovative achievements over the years, became a pathfinder for justice reform in Nigeria. According to her, there are real and new challenges to address. Hence, the summit was conceptualized to explore a diverse perspective towards effective and efficient administration of justice for economic growth, security, governance, and investment protection in Lagos State, and by extension, the whole of Nigeria. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, has directed that approval for sand mining beneath bridges in Lagos State should be restricted to a minimum distance of 10 kilometers from the center of any bridge in the state. According to the minister, the move comes after the government was alerted to a dredging company that is dredging sand about 1.2 kilometers from the Third Mainland Bridge. Umahi declared that any operator who contravenes the minimum dredging rule would be arrested. He said this at a stakeholders meeting on compensation payments to property owners affected by the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project in Lagos. Now to the rest of the stories. As fuel scarcity continues to bite harder in different locations, the federal government says it has commenced a 15-day emergency fuel supply across the country. Southwest Regional Coordinator of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Ayo Cardoso, assures that vessels importing premium motor spirit would continue to berth at the shore to discharge petrol to different depots from where the product would be distributed to different filling stations. Cardoso promises that the product will soon be available, saying the government was doing its best to ensure massive distribution of the product. The federal government says the new minimum wage will take effect from May 1, 2024. Minister of State Labour Nkiruka Onyejocha stated this while addressing Nigerian workers at the May Day celebration in Abuja, noting that although the tripartite committee on national minimum wage is yet to conclude its negotiations, workers will not lose anything. Oyejocha said it is regrettable that the new national minimum wage is not ready, but assured workers that a wide consultation is ongoing to ensure that the document is out as soon as possible. The Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) have at various times called on the administration of President Bola Tinubu to hasten the upward review of wage awards. Now to foreign news. The United States has accused Russia of breaching the global ban on chemical weapons by using the choking agent chloroquine against Ukrainian soldiers and deploying riot control agents as a method of warfare in Ukraine. The State Department says the use of such chemicals is not an isolated incident and is probably driven by Russian forces' desire to dislodge Ukrainian forces from fortified positions and achieve tactical gains on the battlefield. It also announced new sanctions against entities linked to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. In our sports, newly crowned West African champions Matthew Kuti and Hope Udoaka have moved up in week 18 of the 2024 ITTF rankings. Kuti, who defeated most of the experienced players in the region to become the new regional champion, moved up by 750 steps in the men's singles to be ranked 185 in the world, his career best in the world ratings. The teenager, who is a member of the silver-winning Nigeria's men's team at the 13th African Games in Ghana, is fast warming himself into the minds of table tennis fans across the world, as his excellent displays at major competitions have led to many rating him as one of the biggest stars to have emerged from Nigeria after Quadri Aruna. On her part, Udoaka gained 365 steps to be ranked 173 globally and the fourth best Nigerian female player in the world after Ofyong Edem, Fatima Bello and Tosi Oribamishi. And that is our news at noon. Just before we go, please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 78 persons and placed 12 under the Talent Development Program, TDP, a student loan program aimed at training young persons in tech skills and placing them in employment? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has urged teachers to brace up, update their skills and embrace artificial intelligence to be well equipped for future challenges, as Education District 2 gave awards of excellence on teaching and non-teaching staff for their excellent performance and dedication to duty. As fuel scarcity continues to bite harder in different locations, the federal government said it has commenced a 15-day emergency fuel supply across the country. We also told you that the United States has accused Russia of breaching the global ban on chemical weapons by using the choking agent chloroquine against Ukrainian soldiers and deploying riot control agents as a method of warfare in Ukraine. And in sport, newly crowned West African champions Matthew Kuti and Hope Udoaka have moved up in week 18 of the 2024 ITTF rankings. For contact of the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Aderayo Iduwolaya. I am Dele Agadumo. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.